Hey everybody, welcome to my channel, Mental Health Importance. Today, we are going to cover a topic that many of us, myself included, deal with on a daily basis: stress and anxiety in the workplace. Make sure to watch until the end because there are many useful tips within this video. Let's get started. Work-related pressure can outwit all of us. Regular emails, phones ringing free, your associate coming around for an impromptu chat. All that is sufficient to make anybody fatigued. Feeling some pressure is typical, particularly assuming you're confronting an approaching deadline or doing a testing task. In any case, when work pressure becomes persistent, it can wind up influencing both your physical and passionate prosperity. Working environment stress includes feeling anxious, apprehensive, uncomfortable, or tense with regards to work, which could incorporate uneasiness about work execution, communications with peers, or even rash talking. However, you would be relieved to know that workplace anxiety is normal. Around 40% of Americans report feeling out of focus during their workday. But unfortunately, not everyone can adequately oversee and adapt to their anxiety at work. Many individuals battle with unreasonable stress over a variety of regular issues identified with work or their own lives while attempting to finish their work. This sort of tension regularly can be weakening. It can also bring about actual physical manifestations like weakness and muscle strain that can create issues in your personal life. Encountering work stress is unavoidable, regardless of whether you love what you do. However, by taking appropriate steps, you can surely downplay the work pressure. 1. Know about what it means for you. This may sound excessively basic, yet it's not difficult to underrate how much pressure impacts you. Take note if you end up emotionally exhausted before the day's over. Long-haul exposure to unmanaged stress can negatively affect your body and psychological wellness. And recent research recommends an expected connection between work-related burnout, depression, and anxiety. A few indications of stress are low energy or weakness, sleep deprivation, stomach-related issues, fast pulse, perspiration, low confidence, loss of sex drive, and continuous diseases all are indications of stress. 2. Record your stressors. Distinguishing and recording stressful circumstances can assist you with pointing out what's disturbing you. A portion of these can be more subtle sources of tension, like an uncomfortable work area or a long commute. Write a diary entry for several weeks to follow your pressure triggers and your responses to them. Try to incorporate individuals, spots, and occasions that give you a physical or mental reaction. As you write, ask yourself, how did this cause me to feel? Apprehensive, furious, hurt? What was my response? What are a few different ways of settling it? 3. Set aside efforts to re-energize. Requiring even a couple of moments of individual time during a bustling day can help prevent burnout. Paying attention to a fascinating web recording in the middle of gatherings or watching an entertaining YouTube video can help you loosen up for the rest of the day. It's also critical to enjoy your breaks from contemplating your occupation by not browsing work-related messages in your downtime or disengaging from your phone at night. 4. Sharpen your time usage abilities. Now and again, feeling overpowered by work boils down to how coordinated you are. Have a go at laying out a boundary list toward the start of your week of work by organizing errands and positioning them as per significance. You can also beat the stress by allocating specific time blocks for tasks which require deeper concentration. 5. Balance your work and individual life. Being accessible non-stop will effectively wear you out. It's essential to make clear limits between your work and home life to assist you with keeping away from likely pressure. A piece of this implies making opportunities for socializing and building up rules for when you'll browse messages or accept calls. 6. Reconsider negative musings. At the point when you've encountered stress and persistent pressure for a drawn-out time frame, your brain might quite often make hasty judgments and read into each circumstance with a negative focal point. For instance, assuming that your manager doesn't say hello there to you first thing, you may respond thinking they're distraught at me. Rather than making automatic decisions, try separating yourself from your negative thoughts and simply notice. 7. Depend on a solid, encouraging group of people. Stay in contact with your loved ones to assist in adapting stressful work circumstances. Assuming you're battling with a particularly difficult week of work, Have a go at inquiring as to whether they can assist with carpooling your children to school on specific days. Having individuals you can depend on during the difficult stretches can lighten a portion of the developed pressure. 8. Deal with yourself. Making opportunities for taking care of oneself is an unquestionable requirement in the event that you consistently wind up feeling overpowered by work. This implies focusing on rest, making opportunities for no particular reason for fun, and ensuring you're eating for the duration of the day. Feel as though you don't have the opportunity? Remember that you'll probably have the option to handle work all the more successfully when your basic requirements are being met. 9. Learn unwinding procedures. Intentionally dialing back and being aware of your environmental factors can keep you loose consistently. Reflection, profound breathing activities, and care all work to quiet your nervousness. Start by requiring a couple of moments every day to zero in on being available and partaking in a simple activity, regardless of whether that is a short stroll around the garden or eating a meal at your work area. 10. Avoid the workplace gossip. A conflict in the workplace can negatively affect your emotional well-being. Attempt to try not to take part in any gossip. Assuming you realize that one of your partners is particularly inclined to chatter, figure out how to invest less energy with them or steer the discussion to another regular subject. 11. Don't think about perfectionism. Assuming you really want to get that show perfectly or end up working additional hours finishing a report you completed days prior, it could be an ideal opportunity to make a stride back and reflect. While compulsiveness has some certain advantages, it can also be exceptionally stressful and lead to a prompt burnout. Attempt to hold your exclusive expectations in line by zeroing in on the work you put into a task and not displaying severe disappointment when you commit an error. 12. Take some time off. Having the option to detach or turn off from obligations and work-related exercises can assist you with unwinding and loosening up like no other. You don't necessarily need to fly across the world for that. A workless staycation or outing at a place even just a couple of hours away can help you a lot in resetting yourself. 13. Approach your boss. Getting support from your supervisor can altogether ease sensations of burnout. Set up a tranquil opportunity to chat with them and smoothly examine feeling overpowered by testing tasks. Approach the discussion from a position of critical thinking as opposed to ranting about the problems. For instance, you could say that you would need to revisit what's generally anticipated of you outside of working hours, since things feel somewhat overwhelming at present. The point is to observe a goal that diminishes stress. Assuming this task sounds overwhelming, or you don't have a decent connection with your chief, consider contacting somebody in your organization's HR office. An HR rep can assist you with navigating the discussion and offer troubleshooting tips. 14. Seek counseling. You don't necessarily need to have a psychological condition to go for a treatment. Feeling overwhelmed with work is also a completely legitimate motivation to connect for extra assistance and support. Working with a specialist can assist you with better distinguishing the sources of your work stress and assist you with devising ways of countering them. They can also assist you with creating procedures for depressurizing and dealing with yourself. If you know of any other techniques on how to manage stress in the workplace, please leave it in the comments below. Next time you're feeling anxious at work, I hope that you will take a few of these tips into consideration. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel for more mental wellness tips. Thanks for watching and take care.